So here we have got one more problem. So non-homogeneous differential equation, this is a case where you are getting the RHS side, you will be getting a polynomial in x. Okay, so x function you will be getting, but polynomial will be there. So cubic function is given over here, only one element is there. As we know, the solution y is equal to what? Yc plus yp, or we can call it as what? Complementary function cf plus the particular integral or particular function pi. Now CF, it is easy to find. It's the same thing, same procedure for all the cases, no matter what is there on the RHS side. But PI will depend on RHS as well as LHS. But CF is dependent only on the LHS part. Okay. So PI for this particular non-homogeneous differential equation we have to learn how to find CF. That is the first thing, right? So CF can be found out by using what auxiliary equation and finding the roots. So first we will form the auxiliary equation. Since the question is directly given in D form, you can directly write D as what? M, right? Auxiliary equation means write D as M. So M cube plus 2M square plus M, right, equal to what? 0. So wherever d is there, just put m and equate it to 0 inside the bracket after taking out what? Y common. It is already taken. So inside the bracket, whatever is there, put equate it to 0. Now we have to solve this one. This is a cubic function, as we know. Cubic function you can solve using the calculator, or otherwise so what we can do, we can go for synthetic division. But before that, you can observe that m can be taken common. So m, if you take, it will be m square plus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0, right? From this we can be say, now if we solve this particular equation inside the bracket using splitting a middle term, you will be getting what? M square plus 2, when you add two numbers you should get 2, when you multiply you should get 1. So I have to use what? 1m plus 1m plus 1 equal to 0. So m outside, m square, now we can take common, right? So what will be the common term? M I can take common from this two. M plus 1 will be remaining. Here also it should be m plus 1. So outside it should be plus 1 equal to 0. So m outside, from this and this common. So m plus 1, and what is remaining? M plus 1 equal to 0. Now these three are in multiplication factor, so I can take m is equal to 0, m plus 1 is equal to 0, and one more factor is there, m plus 1 is equal to 0. So m is equal to 0 is one root, m is equal to minus 1 is another root, again m is equal to minus 1 is the third root. Since this is cubic, so you should be getting what? 3 roots, right? So this is one of the way to find out by taking common and doing the splitting above factorization method to find out the roots, right? What is the other method we can apply? The other method is basically the splitting a middle section. Other method is the synthetic division. So let me show you that also. So our equation was m cube plus 2m square plus m is equal to 0. So synthetic division, if you apply, whatever is the function is there, m value, whether it is in descending order, powers are in descending order or not, you have to see big to small. That means here you can observe that m power 3, then 2 is there, then power 1 is there, but constant term is missing, right? So that you have to take it as what? 0. So that coefficient you write, m cube coefficient is 1, then 2, then m coefficient 1, the constant term 0, right? Then below this always 1, below whatever the first element, write 0. It is compulsory. Next, you can take here whatever value is necessary for this equation, which will satisfy this equation, starting with minus 1 plus 1, minus 2 plus 2, minus 3 plus 3, and so on. Now these elements how to identify? You can directly substitute and see whether it is satisfying this equation. Basically substitute minus 1 in place of m. If we are getting RHS as equal to 0, then it is satisfied. If it is not, then you have to apply another number, plus 1 minus 1. So minus 1, if you try and see 1 into minus 1 the whole cube plus 2 into minus 1 square plus minus 1. In place of m I am putting. So minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus 1 square is what? 1. So it will be plus 2. And here minus 1. So minus 1 is minus 2. So this and cancel, equal to 0. So this minus 1 is getting satisfied, right? Since minus 1 is getting satisfied, it will be one of the roots. So you can substitute here minus 1. Now what you have to do, minus 1, this 2 you add, 1 plus 0 is 1, minus 1 into this thing, right below the next number. So minus 1 into 1, minus 1, add this 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, again minus 1 into this thing, right below this thing, minus 1, add this 2, you are getting 0, again minus 1 into 0, right over here 0, add this thing, you are getting 0. At last, if you are getting 0, then this equation is satisfied. But the thing is that we are more concerned about the other roots, right? We got minus 1 as one of the roots, but what about other roots? We have to see here coefficients we have to consider here. So how many terms are there? 1 1 0. This anyways we cannot consider, it is the this last term we cannot consider. Okay, so if you see, this was m cube, m square, m, then constant term. So now these coefficients which we got, that will be one power less. So first one will be m square, next m, next constant term 0. This is how we have to evaluate. So coefficient as 1, here also coefficient 1, here 0, equal to put 0. So you can rewrite it as m square plus m is equal to 0. From this take m common, m plus 1 is equal to 0. This is multiplication factor. So m is equal to 0 and m plus 1 is equal to 0. From this m is equal to minus 1. So I hope you got it. So 0, minus 1 and this minus 1. This is how synthetic division is done. If you are getting confused here, you can go by taking common, but you have to learn synthetic division, since if you are not able to use calculator, it will be helpful. It is not necessary that every time you will be able to take common, right? So you got the roots. Now we'll write the yc value. As you can see that two roots are equal. So first we'll write for that. So roots are equal. So real and equal roots we got. That means the roots of m, we are getting alpha and alpha, suppose equal roots. Then yc value can be written as c1 plus c2x into whole e power alpha x. This is how you have to write, right? So first we'll write that m is equal to, for this two I'll write, right, c1 plus c2x into whole e power minus 1x, so minus x we can write, plus what about 0? This comes under the category of real and distinct roots. It is a separate root, right? So for that directly, suppose m is equal to some value beta, so yc value can be written as c1 e power beta x directly. So c1 I cannot use again, so I can use c3, since c1 and c2 is already utilized. So c3 e power 0x, if you want you can write. Otherwise e power 0x is 1, c3 also you can write directly. So this is nothing but what? Yc value. You are getting yc, not m value. This is yc. Yc is nothing but the complementary function. Okay, now we have to go for yp. Now how to write yp value? Yp value is quite simple. Whatever is there on the RHS side, put it in the numerator part. Denominator inside the bracket, that d function is there, that you elaborate and write it over here. So d cube plus d square plus d, write it on the denominator. But be careful, always remember the numerator part should be in descending powers. Denominator part should be in ascending powers. So numerator part descending powers, that means it should be from big to small, and denominator part should be in ascending order. Ascending powers. Okay, this you can rewrite x square, it is a single term, so no need to bother about that thing. But denominator, there are three terms, so write it in ascending order. So d should come first, small value, a small power, then 2d square, then d cube will come. Okay, this is very important. Now we have to divide these two. Whatever the quotient you are getting, okay, whatever the quotient we are getting, that will be the yp value. That's it. To divide these two, how to divide? Let us see. D plus 2d square plus d cube outside, inside it will be x square. Now we will go for the division. Very important concept here. This is the first element, this is the first element, inside and outside. So d should be multiplied with what? So that you will be getting x square. This is very important question here, because in previous questions we used to get some value here, right? but here we have not got any constant value, we have got d as the value. So d basically means what? D is nothing but d by dx, differentiation of a function with respect to x. Now this d, if you send it there, what will happen? It will be integration. So so it will be cube. So integration of x cube will be x power 4 by 4. You have studied that integration of x power n. I hope you have studied. It is nothing but equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Where n is nothing but here 3. So 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1. That is why x power 4 by 4 we got. Now where you have to write that? Here you have to write that x power 4 by 4. So when you multiply with that thing, you will be getting x power 3 only. Correct? Now whether we have to leave it here? No, we have to multiply with this element as well as this element, right? So 2d square has to be multiplied with the quotient term. So we have to multiply that. So 2d square into x power 4 by 4. So d square, what is the meaning of that? Double differentiation. So 2 into 4, I will take it outside. Differentiation of x power 4 is what? 4x cube. Again one more differentiation. So 4 you take it outside. So it will be 8 by 4. X cube differentiation is 3x square. So double differentiation done. So 8 into 4 is 24. 24 by 4 into x square. So 1's are and 6's are. You will be getting 6x square. So you can write it over here. So you need practice over here. Don't make any mistakes. This is nothing but a 2d square we have done. Now we have to multiply what? D cube also. So d cube I will multiply here. D cube into again x power 4 by 4. So you have to do triple differentiation, 3 times differentiation. So first differentiation, what you will be getting? You will be getting what? 4 outside. So 4x cube by 4. Cancel. Again one more differentiation. So it will be 3x square. Again one more differentiation. It will be 3 into 2x. Right? So we will be getting 6x plus 6x. Done. Now we have to subtract. Everything you subtract, you will be getting this thing is cancelled. Minus 6x square minus 6x. Okay. Now what is the first element? We have to go for the second stage. So in second stage, observe carefully. This is the first element again. This is the first element. So first element inside the bracket has changed. Minus 6x square. Okay. So how to identify? See here. D into what will give me minus 6x square? This is the question, right? So as I said, d will go there. So that element is equal to integration of minus 6x square. So minus 6 outside. Integration of x square will be x cube by 3. 3 and 3 2's are. So minus 2x cube will be remaining. Very important, right? So minus 2x cube, if you multiply with d, you will be getting minus 6x square. Done. Now I have to multiply with other two elements also. This has to be multiplied with this as well as this. So we'll start that multiplication. So 2d square has to be multiplied with minus 2x cube. Be careful with the sign also, that is important. So first 2, okay, so this minus 2 I'll take it outside, minus 2 into first differentiation of x cube is 3x square. Now what happens? I'll take this thing 3 thing outside. One more differentiation it will be. So 3 2's are 6, 6 2's are 12, minus 12. One more differentiation of x square is 2x. It will be minus 24x, right? So you have to write it as what? Minus 24x. Now we have to multiply d cube also. So d cube into minus 2x cube. So 3 times differentiation. First differentiation, what will happen? Minus 2 outside. Differentiation of x cube is 3x square, right? Now this part outside. Differentiation again, 2x minus 6, okay? So this part outside. Again differentiation of x is what? 1. So what is left out? Minus 12. So we write here minus 12. So that second stage also is done. But we have to subtract that, right? So subtraction, what will happen? Minus sign. Subtract. This is gone. Minus 6x plus 24x plus 18x. Minus into minus plus 12. Now element has changed. This is the first element and D will remain as it is. D is the first element. So here D should be multiplied with what number to get 18x. So we have to consider that element as what integration of 18x because D has gone there. D is nothing but d by dx. Okay, you understood I think. So differentiation of 18x, 18 outside, differentiation of x power 1 is x power 2 by 2. This and this cancel, what is left out 9x square. So that I'll get here 18x. Now it is not left. We have to multiply 9x square with what? Quotient term with 2d square as well as d cube. So 2d square into differentiation, no, 9x square you have to do, right? D square meaning is double differentiation. So 2 into first differentiation of 9x square. So 9 we can take it outside. X square differentiation is 2x, right? Now variable is x. One more differentiation of x is what? 1. So 2 into 18 into 2. So 18 into 2, it will be what? 36. So 36 will be there. Okay. So right here 36. So d cube has to be multiplied with 9x square. Triple differentiation, right? So 9 outside. Differentiation of x square is 2x. Then second differentiation, x differentiation is what? 1. So 18. One more differentiation. Differentiation of a constant is 0. So 0 is the answer, but you don't need to write in the division part. Okay. Now we have to subtract. So this thing is gone. 12 minus 36 is minus 24. Right. Now what is the element? This element is the first term. This is the first term. Again differentiation. That means you have to find the element. D into what will give you minus 24. So that element is equal to minus 24 integration. See here very important term, that integration of a constant is what? You can consider here x power 0 also, for understanding purpose I am telling. So x power 0 meaning is basically 1 only, so you can consider that. So x power 0 integration will be minus 24 outside, x power 0 integration 1 by 1, so it will be minus 24x. So minus 24x if you take here, you'll be getting here minus 24. This is the meaning of that. Again we have to multiply this minus 24x with 2d square as well as d cube. Let us do that. So 2d square into minus 24x. Now we have to do double differentiation. Minus 24x I'll take it outside. So 2 into minus 24 into differentiation. First differentiation is x, differentiation is 1, right? Now again if you differentiate, what happens? Double differentiation, right? Again if you differentiate, it will become what? 0. Again if you differentiate, because there is no x term here, differentiation of this entire constant is 0, right? So this entire value is 0. Triple differentiation no need to do, because d cube if you take also it will be 0. Now subtract this thing, so minus, so it will be 0. Always remember remainder should be what? 0. If you are not getting remainder 0, then there is some mistake. Okay. So after getting 0 as a remainder, as I said, what is the pi value? Pi value or yp value is nothing but the quotient. Quotient whatever is there, that is nothing but the pi value. So yp value we got it as what, or pi value we got it as x power 4 by 4 minus 2x cube plus 9x square minus 24x. Now what will be the entire solution? Y is equal to yc plus yc we already calculated, that you have to copy paste here. So c1 e power 0x plus c2, or c1 plus c2x e power minus x plus c3 e power 0x plus this yp value, entire thing you copy paste. Okay. This is the entire solution.